For centuries, medicine ignored a vital part of the human map. This is the Skene's gland, a complex functional powerhouse. Welcome to a detailed deep dive into the hidden architecture of the female form. These cells are active, producing a fluid distinct from the rest of the body. Today, we provide the complete guide to understanding this biological masterpiece. To understand the now, we must travel back to the very beginning of life. At 8 weeks, the blueprint is shared. The tissue is poised for its final form. It is the hormonal trigger that determines which path this tissue will take. We move from the potential of the womb to the reality of the adult form. This is a high-performance engine of biological life and protective function. Enveloping the urethra is the urethral sponge, a tissue designed for volume. During the arousal cycle, this tissue becomes engorged, changing the pelvic landscape. This expansion creates mechanical pressure, a key driver in the response. At the cellular level, the engine is primed. The secretory cells prepare for their role. Within these cells, the synthesis of prostate specific antigen confirms their identity. The fluid travels through the paraurethral ducts, the intricate exit paths. Every body is different. The topography of the gland is as unique as a fingerprint. From simple structures to complex branching networks, the variability is immense. Coordination is handled by the Pudendal nerve, the primary messenger. It carries the sensory signals that initiate the complex's functional response. This creates a reflex loop, an automated biological command for release. The internal arms of the clitoris, the bulbs, expand to cradle the canal. This is the embrace of the cove complex, working in perfect synchronization. Peak engorgement is reached as the system prepares for the final stage. Mechanical movement leads to cross-stimulation between the gland and the roots. This integrated network is what we historically termed the G-spot complex. Rhythmic pulsing begins, governed by the body's involuntary systems. This phase is under autonomic control, the body's deep instinctive engine. External and internal muscle contractions provide the necessary gland compression. The system acts as a mechanical pump, moving the fluid toward the exit. The body enters the plateau phase, a sustained state of high physiological arousal. A sudden vascular surge increases the pressure within the CUV complex. Deep within, the clitoral roots provide the internal architecture for sensation. These roots act as a structural anchor, stabilizing the entire integrated system. Thousands of microvessels ensure every millimeter of tissue is primed for the peak. Rapid oxygen delivery is essential for the high-performance demands of this phase. Within the gland, the microacini are the individual engines of production. As the peak approaches, a natural fluid thickening occurs within the reservoirs. This creates the prostatic cocktail, a chemical signature unique to this gland. We approach the gates, the muscular checkpoints of the urinary tract. The bladder neck constricts, a vital safeguard to ensure the purity of the release. Nature has designed separate pathways, ensuring the two fluids remain distinct. The neural prep is complete. The brain and body are now in total alignment. The system reaches the point of no return, the biological threshold of release. Significant duct dilation occurs as the accumulated pressure seeks an exit. The pressure release is the culmination of the entire physiological cycle. This is an involuntary release governed by the deep autonomic nervous system. We witness the pressure culmination, a total biological synchronization. This is female ejaculation, a healthy, functional, and natural phenomenon. For years, the great debate clouded our clinical understanding of this truth. We must distinguish this from squirting, which involves a different mechanism. In high-volume events, the bladder acts as the primary source of the release. We are often witnessing dual engines working in a single complex event. A clear biochemical divide exists between the two types of female release. Every release carries a chemical signature that proves its glandular origin. The presence of PSA enzymes is the clinical smoking gun of the prostate. High zinc concentration further mirrors the composition of the male prostate. Conversely, high-volume events consist primarily of extremely diluted urine. The trace amounts of urea and creatinine help us map the source of the release. The bladder filling process is the first step in the high-volume reflex. The bladder reflex is a sophisticated neural response to the expansion of the pelvic floor. Science now moves beyond the G-spot myth to a more comprehensive anatomical reality. We must view the Skene's complex as a unified, multifunctional powerhouse. The internal roots provide the foundation, anchoring the entire QV system. This is the biological trifecta, a synchronized network of sensation and defense. In some events, we see a copious volume of fluid, primarily sourced from the bladder. In others, a scanty release occurs, purely glandular and highly concentrated. A neurological surge coordinates the final moments of the physiological cycle. This is often a dual sequence involving both glandular and reflexive actions. Updating our official terminology is the first step in medical advocacy. The body uses a contractile variety of muscles to propel the biological release. There is a dual system size to consider. No two anatomical maps are identical. As we've seen, the hydration role is critical for maintaining fluid production. The gorging network reaches its maximum capacity during the peak of the cycle. Constant hydration ensures the system stays primed for function. The body then enters the resolution phase, a period of cooling and recalibration. Blood subsidence occurs as the heart rate and vascular pressure return to normal. Sponge reduction marks the end of the mechanical expansion phase. The system returns to its baseline state, maintaining its readiness for the future. Residual lubrication remains, serving as a final biological shield for the tissue. This ensures membrane protection, keeping the internal pathways safe and healthy. We look to the evolutionary why to understand the deep purpose of this design. It is not an accident. Every biological byproduct has a specific survival role. The secretory power of the female prostate is a testament to human resilience. This system provided a clear survival advantage throughout our evolutionary history. At its core, this is a matter of long-term reproductive health and wellness. For Little Stork Corner, maternity wellness is our primary focus and mission. Pregnancy leads to a natural heightening of the entire pelvic vascular system. The glands enter a state of overdrive, supporting the body's maternal needs. Nature provides the map for maternal navigation hidden within our very cells. It is a scientific wonder, a hidden masterpiece of biological architecture. This is human engineering at its peak, purposeful, resilient, and perfectly designed. Every fold and every duct is a masterpiece of purposeful evolutionary design. It is time we paid closer clinical attention to this vital glandular powerhouse. We must redesign our understanding of the human map to include the female prostate. To understand its health, we must understand its relationship with hormonal shifts. Estrogen is the primary fuel for this system, maintaining its thickness and function. High-density hormone receptors ensure the gland stays responsive to the body's needs. During the estrogen bloom, the gland reaches its peak secretory and protective capacity. This leads to accelerated synthesis, providing a robust shield for the reproductive tract. The female prostate is part of a living, active ecosystem that changes over time. From the first cycle to the last, the gland adapts to the body's changing stages. Following birth, the postpartum shift requires a recalibration of the glandular system. In between cycles, the gland enters a resting phase, maintaining a baseline of health. As we enter the menopause transition, the chemical landscape begins to shift once more. Decreased estrogen leads to a visible architectural impact on the paraurethral ducts. Without hormonal support, the gland may experience a natural state of atrophy. Baseline production decreases, which can have significant impacts on internal health. This shield reduction leaves the lower urinary tract more exposed than before. The loss of antimicrobial secretions leads to an increased vulnerability to infection. There is a direct clinical correlation between glandular health and urinary safety. Modern estrogen therapy can act as a catalyst, restoring the gland's vitality. With support, the female prostate can experience a profound reawakening. The chemical response is immediate, reinforcing the body's natural defenses. Hydration remains the silent engine, providing the necessary volume for synthesis. Every system has its peak. Synthesis limits are governed by the body's internal state. The transport of these specialized fluids is a masterclass in biological plumbing. Changes in viscosity can alter the flow, presenting a unique risk to the system's balance. Without regular activity and hydration, the system can face moments of stagnation. We must view the female prostate as part of a vibrant, living internal ecology. Its function is tied to a web of interconnected cycles that span the entire lifetime. This is a high-performance biological machine designed for both pleasure and protection. At Little Stork Corner, we believe maternal care begins with understanding this anatomy. It is time to reframe our health conversations to include every part of the biological map. This is Anatomical Advocacy, bringing the hidden truths of the body into the light. In the human body, there are no useless parts. Every structure has a vital role to play. We must respect the evolutionary purpose behind these complex integrated systems. This network is fine-tuned for sensory maximization and biological feedback loops. These fluid pathways are the conduits of health, defense, and biological release. What we see is not accidental, it is the result of millions of years of intentional design. Nature's refinement is visible in every mucosal fold and every secretory cell. The female body holds the dual power of creation and lifelong biological protection. This is the dual mandate of the female prostate, guarding while serving the cycle. It acts as a bridge between the reproductive, urinary, and endocrine systems. We stand at the crossroads of medical discovery and anatomical truth. To see it in full motion is to appreciate the true elegance of the human form. We must move beyond 2D diagrams and embrace the depth of our biological reality. This 3D reality is what defines the next era of medical and maternal education. The organic complexity of these glands is a testament to the sophistication of the body. Vascular power is the engine that drives every functional release and protective shield. An architectural shift occurs with every cycle, a constant state of adaptation. The arousal gradient maps the journey from a resting state to a functional peak. Like all living tissue, the female prostate exists in a state of constant renewal. At its peak, glandular efficiency ensures the system is always ready to protect. This is the power of reflex, an automated, brilliant biological response of the human form. By naming these parts, we are finally clearing the stigma and reclaiming our anatomy. Every body operates from a unique baseline, a signature of your individual health. In a world of clinical labels, remember the most important one: you are functional and you are healthy. What we see is the beauty of biological diversity, a spectrum of normal function. Let the evidence speak for itself. This is not a myth, it is a tangible, functioning reality. From the macrostructures to the microscopic ducts, this is verifiable anatomy, documented and proven. It is an active line of defense, a glandular shield standing guard against microscopic threats. Beyond protection, this network remains an epicenter of sensation, a crossroads of pleasure and purpose. Armed with this knowledge, you are now taking ownership of your own biological journey and truth. We bring this to you with hyper-realistic clarity to bridge the gap in anatomical education. This discovery represents the future of medicine, an era where every part of the form is respected. We are teaching reverence for the most complex, resilient machine in existence, your own body. Today, we establish a new standard for reproductive education and maternal wellness. There is peace in the beautiful truth of how we were designed to function and thrive. The era of hidden anatomy is over. There are no more secrets left in this anatomical map. From the secretory cells to the vascular surge, we have documented every undeniable detail. From the 8-week embryo to the functional adult, the map of the feminine is now complete. Always remember that biology is power, and understanding it is the ultimate form of freedom. Never stop being curious about your design. Question everything you were once told was unimportant. You are invited to explore your vessel with the newfound confidence of clinical truth. By looking beneath the surface, we find the deep, organic roots of our strength and health. These delicate tissues perform the most robust work of our internal ecology every single day. We move forward with certainty and grace. There is no more guessing about our design. This has been your comprehensive guide to the hidden architecture of the feminine form. What was once in the shadows has finally and fully been brought into the light. Thank you for joining us. This is Little Stork Corner, and this is the anatomy of a miracle.